This video is for educational and entertainment use only. The views in this video do not necessarily represent the views or life of Marlon Dixon.
Once they get you to do something, you're more than likely to do it again. If they start you off at 14 and 15 as an informant and you told on a few people, what makes you think when you 24, 25, you're not going to do the same thing? You already understand the game. You already played the game. You've seen the little money that you made and you understand the players in the game. You're more likely to tell again. Welcome back to the Altgeld Kingpins Channel, where we talk about confidential informants. If it's your first time to the video, to the channel, consider liking, subscribing, watch the entire video. If you like what you hear and you like this information, binge watch all the old videos to get caught up with this knowledge, because it's so much. And consider copying some of the Altgeld Kingpins merchandise. But back to the snitching book. Criminal Informants and the Erosion of American Justice by Alexandra Nadapov. Now, I went to the last chapter in the book, I think it is. It may be the last chapter. Yeah, I think it is the last chapter. And I went to the last chapter, which is called Reform. So I ended up going to the next to last chapter, chapter 8, and it's called Reform. And I'm on page 185. Listen to this. Many states already limit the use of juvenile informants. For example, California prohibits the use of informants under the age of 13 and requires court permission for the use of informants under the age of 18. This reform was prompted by the 1998 gang murder of juvenile informant Chad McDonald. I'm going to look into that case and read a little bit more on it, and then I'm going to make another video about that next. But let's just talk about what they talk about. Juvenile informants. If you understand anything about the word juvenile, that means you are under the age of 18. Now in California, they said that they don't permit anybody under the age of 13. That means that's just 12 and under. So that means 13 is okay, 14 is okay, 15, 16, 17. All those are okay as long as the courts have a signed situation, a signed agreement. So as long as the courts have a signed agreement, anybody under the age of 18 to 13 in California can work as a confidential informant. If that's in the state of California, do you not think that that's in every state that is juvenile informants? This is what I wanted to explain to you guys. Once they get you to do something, you're more than likely to do it again. If they start you off at 14 and 15 as an informant and you told on a few people, what makes you think when you 24, 25, you're not going to do the same thing? You already understand the game. You already played the game. You've seen the little money that you made, and you understand the players in the game. You're more likely to tell again. You're more likely to become a long-term informant. But I want to get to the part of the juvenile part. These are kids, and they are getting these kids to tell on each other and tell on other people and tell on themselves and all this stuff. And I know that. Now, I think that I know that. I'm going to give you guys a reference. Reference the ATL movie. The little brother ended up going to jail because one of the kids that was supposed to be in juvenile detention, he ended up coming back to school, and he was a narc the whole time. Told the cops on him, got him arrested. Point blank period. If you think that a lot of these kids that's in these juvenile detention centers in your community, in your city, in your state are not telling, I'm going to tell you this right now. They are. You just need to understand who they are, who went in there. And if you understand who went in there, what they go in there for, and what happened, as long as you understand that stuff, you will know if them little boys or little girls is telling. A lot of them are. They are catching you in your prime years, getting you to tell, and then you continuously tell. So now, back to the killing. As a juvenile, like I said, they're under the age of 18. I haven't looked into the story yet, so I don't know how old the little boy was. But I know he was a juvenile informant. So that already piques my interest right there, that the book just showed you that they have juvenile informants. So that's already crazy within itself. But the little boy lost his life for being an informant as a juvenile. Let's break it down. You in gang culture, you doing gang activities, you get caught, They tell you need to tell them the game. You get out, you start asking weird questions, you start doing weird stuff, you get found with a wire, they looking at what you're doing, and then you tell them, hey, the police want me to just do this and do this and do that. Because you're a juvenile, and a lot of people don't understand that the juvenile brain is not fully developed. They understand that though. So the brain is not fully developed, and now they got this little boy to go out here and do this stuff, and then he lost his life. Now, how would those parents feel that they lost their child due to the fact of their child trying to be a confidential informant? I don't know. This is a sorry to the family because it was a juvenile, because anybody lose their life is just sorry to the family. But in these circumstances of what I'm talking about, it's even more crazier because it shows you that it's not just grown men and grown women you may have to look out for. There's kids around that may potentially be an informant trying to get things out of you. Like, this is the broken trust in the communities. How can you trust anybody when you know the adults are doing it and the kids are doing it? How? It's prevalent in our community, so that's why our community is in shambles, and we cannot get ourselves together because a lot of this is going on. The ones that look like they have everything and got all the money, a lot of them have or is doing this. But we still look up to them because we look up to the things that they have. So, juvenile informants. I think I want to stick to this. I think before I look into the Chad McDonald shorty, I think I want to come back and talk about juvenile informants again. Because I've been around a few teenagers that have did some things, and it kind of stuck out to me. So, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment below, donate to the channel, buy me a book, consider copying some of the Altgeld Kingpin apparel. I'll be right back and talk about some more juveniles.
This video is for educational and entertainment use only. The views in this video do not necessarily represent the views or life of Marlon Dixon.